Today we're doing a great winter dessert that uses Italian panettone bread. This festive bread pudding uses Italian classic panettone bread, and we're going to stuff it with a filling of apples, plums, pears and clementines. So to start, we will begin with our pears. If you can take those, we just peel the pears and we're going to core it, and we want all the little pieces cut up into sort of thumbnail sized pieces, okay? While you're doing that, I'm going to do exactly the same with our apples. We're going to cut into quarters and then cut out the core down the middle like that. So what you're left with is the nice appley bit. So fairly small pieces is what we're looking for, and that way later on when you cut it, you won't have big chunks, you can get nice slices out of it. So I'm going to put my diced apple into the pan, and to it we'll add about a sort of half a cup of sugar, it's 100 grams, and about the same volume of water. That's going to make an amazing syrup, and then when your pears are done, you can add those to the same pan. We're also going to add a few more flavours. Very Christmassy, we've got a stick of cinnamon.
Nice. And
some star anise. Okay, so nice festive flavours to go in there as well.
Spicy.
Not spicy, but spiced.
Pears are done.
Bung all those in there. Now that's the hard fruit, and they need a bit of a head start, but we can also look at other fruit, plums and clementines. So these are softer, so they can go in a little bit later on. With the clementines, I want you to zest it. So if you can just run round, it's very sort of loose, baggy skin, but if you can just kind of zest it, that'd be cool. I'll just quarter our plums around the stone. Now you can use any fruit. I think this is a really nice combination, but of course you can use anything you want. Make sure if you're doing harder fruits, you give them a head start in that syrup.
Can you literally use any fruits? I mean, are there a certain amount of fruits that are good spiced? And that's a dumb question. But
no, it's not a dumb question. You can use pretty much anything. Apples, pears. You don't have to, obviously there's lots of varieties of apples and lots of varieties of pears. So use whichever one you like. Plums, or you can have sort of more summery twist on this. It doesn't have to be sort of wintry fruit.
Okay.
Now that our apples and pears have had a bit of a head start, I'm going to add in all of our plums, same sort of size. And then, now that you have zested these, we just peel them. As I said, skin comes off really easy of clementines. Segment them, because they're going to go in as well. You can put all that zest in there as well. And the final flavour that's going to go in there are some blackberries. Okay, you can use frozen ones or fresh, but put those in there. And then Mike, if you can just kind of grab these and just pop them against the side of the thing. We just want to mush up a few so they've turned the whole thing a nice sort of pink and purpley colour.
Yes.
Because our berries don't need long, we can start to drain those now. Let's put it into the colander, saving the juice in a bowl underneath. Job done. Now, leave that to one side to begin to cool down, and we can move on to some other stuff, which is the casing of our pudding. Have you seen this stuff before?
No, I haven't. I imagine that to taste a bit like brioche.
It is. It's a sweet bread with lots of other spices and flavours and fruit inside. We need 2 of these small ones. You can buy them in big loaves as well, so you just need enough to line a loaf tin. And then we'll just cut it into slices, not too thick, and that's going to form the lining of our dish. So now we can start to do the messy bit, mind your sleeves. So take a slice, we're going to just dunk it into the syrup, and then put it red side down into the bottom of our loaf tin. You want a slight overlap, and we'll get a few small pieces in the bottom and then up the sides. It's like a game of Tetris, find pieces that fit. And that's it, all cased in. Then we need to put all of our fruit inside. Before we do that, fish out the cinnamon stick and those bit of star anise. You don't want to jump on that. There we go, and then that can go inside to go in there. Then we've got our last few slices of bread that needs to go on top. So soak the bread and then red side up. And then it gets a bit sticky, but you kind of need to push right down. You want to really sort of pack it in. Then if you can fold the cling film back over the top.
Yeah.
And that's it, it's warm, so you do need to let it completely cool down. The best thing is overnight, and if you can, put a flat plate on top and a heavy weight so you're actually compressing it as it cools. Other than that, leave it overnight and our pudding will be ready to go. Once it's set up overnight, we can peel off the cling film, and because we lined it with cling film, it should be really easy to turn out. So just kind of yank it on both sides to loosen it.
I'll just watch you.
Do you want to pop it onto the plate? Or the plate onto it, probably, and give it a flip. Perfect,
Well, look at that.
And a sprig of mint, because people wouldn't know it was a sorted dessert if not. There we go, our very own Christmas panettone pudding, sorted. So much festive fruit.
Oh, I'd just like to clarify that this tastes a lot better than it looks. This is
I think
really
that's a compliment.
nice.
drizzle of cream. Simple, simple.
More delicious desserts can be found on our website, sortedfood.com.